Hello and welcome back to Cinematic Trash. Today I just want to take a chance to, sit back, relax, and just talk about a few things. For starters, I'm going to G-Fest. Very excited. I love going to G-Fest. It's very fun. This year, I've been going pretty consistently for the last few years or so. This year is going to be great because I'm going to meet some friends of mine, and it's just going to be a good time. And I'm also going to try to bring my camera, because I've always wanted to do a G-Fest video, and every time I went, I've always got so busy that it's just like, maybe I could just forget about doing the video. But this year, the schedule, the G-Fest schedule that's out now, I'm going to be honest, I'm not like too fond of the schedule. A lot of the panels, like there's a lot of really good panels, but this year the panels or the events do seem a little kind of like filler now, which is like, okay, well, that's actually great, because now I'll just have time to just, instead of sitting through these panels that I'm not interested in, I can walk around and take some videos and maybe do some other stuff. So yeah, very excited. Let's see what else. Okay, yes. I have a couple. If you're watching the channel, welcome. I've gained like nearly 200 subscribers within the last like 2 months or so, and welcome aboard, everybody. I have a couple series going on my channel. I have the History of Giant Monster Movies and my Trash or Treasure series. So my History of Giant Monsters series is initially, to prepare for G-Fest, I wanted to talk about some Godzilla related stuff or Godzilla adjacent stuff. And so I was going to talk about, like, do a bunch of videos on kaiju movies. And then I'm like, well, I also like dinosaurs, so I want to talk about the dinosaur movies too. So now I was like, I'm going to review kaiju movies and dinosaur movies. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to do the history of dinosaur and kaiju movies. But there are videos out there that have beat me to it. So now I'm like, okay, well, how about I do a history of giant monster movies in general? And of course, there are people out there that have tried or have started doing their version of this, but I've noticed that I've come up with my own list, and my list it ballooned. It's a fairly large list, and I realized that a lot of people that talk about the history, like give an in-depth history of giant monster movies, there's a lot that's actually left out. And as you can tell, just based on the 3 episodes that I put out already, there's a lot that people don't realize that have been made. There's a lot of movies that people don't realize that exist. Just to give you guys a little bit of some more like what to look forward to. So far, there's only 3 episodes, and they've been relatively short. They're about 4 to 5 minutes long. And that's because the fact of the matter is, so far, I'm in the early 1900s, the trenches. Like, this is when cinema itself was being figured out. So back then, most movies were just really short or lost, right? And so, yeah, the first 3 episodes have consisted of, short films and lost films. Going forward, from this point on, of course, there's always going to be short films and a couple more lost movies. The movies start to get longer, so in turn, my videos will get longer. And that's because, so far for the first 3 videos that I've made, there wasn't a whole lot of information to be had, right? There wasn't a lot of information available because the movies were so old, right? So, it made talking about the movies, fairly quick. But now as time goes on, the movies get longer and there's more information available. There'll be more substance to talk about in my videos, which I'm very excited for. But just be prepared for the videos later on to not be so bite-sized anymore. But yeah, that's what's going on with History of Giant Monster Movies. I'm gonna be doing that I'm gonna be doing that for a while. There's a lot of giant monster movies, so that should keep me occupied for the next couple years, really. Also, Trash or Treasure. I haven't done one in a little while. I haven't stopped doing them. I'll still be doing my Trash or Treasure videos. Um, Sometimes you just don't know what to pick for Trash or Treasure. I have a certain criteria for my Trash or Treasure movies. My Trash or Treasure movies will be like, okay, what's a movie that's like so bad it's good? Or what's a movie that I really like that not a whole lot of people do? Or what's a movie that like it is a really bad movie, but it has like a lot of good qualities to it, so it's kind of like a tornado of good and bad in the movie. Or what's a movie that is really good, but not a whole lot of people know about it, and that's where the Trash or Treasure, like that's what'll fit in Trash or Treasure. I have a few candidates for what the next Trash or Treasure will be. I haven't picked what the movie will be yet, but I have an idea of what the movies will be. So yeah, so that's what's going on with History of Giant Monster Movies and Trash or Treasure. And the last thing I want to talk about is school. Despite how old I might look, I am young and I still go to school. I'm still in college. Right now, this summer, it's been a pretty lax semester where I haven't had that much work to do, and I've had a lot of free time. A lot of free time. I'm not used to having this much free time, but I've got a lot of free time this semester, which is great. But starting toward the end of August, starting the end of August, I will be complete. I will have started the film program at my college. I'm a film major, but I spent the last few semesters getting all my prerequisites out the way plus some extra classes. And that's because the film program, what it does is they offer specific classes in specific semesters. So there will be classes where they will only offer that class in one semester and not the other semesters. So they do that because they want you to take certain classes in a specific order at this college. So for example, starting in August, the fall semester, one of my classes will be film production 1, and I can only take that class in the fall semester, right? So when the spring semester starts in January, I have to take film production 2, and you can only take film production 2 in the spring, and then next summer I'll have to take film production 3, and that's of course only offered in the summer. They do that because they want that the people that join the film program, they want us all to work together and to stay with each other from beginning to end. So how does this affect my channel? Well, basically the film program is like a full-time job, except you just don't get paid. So basically what it is you wake up early, you go to school, class starts at 9 a.m. and you're there for the whole day. You take 2 classes in one day. Each class is like 4 hours long. You get like a lunch break, then you come back, you take your second class, and you're there till pretty much till 5 p.m., 5:30-ish. That's a full-time job. That means that I won't have time at all to work to make money, right? I can try my best with doing side hustles, but there's only so much time I can devote to everything. So basically, the only free time I will have are, of course, weekends. And so the only videos, if I were to keep making videos, it would have to be on weekends. If my videos keep getting more complex and longer, then the more time they will take to make. So, expect at least, at the very most, I'll be scaling back my workload to just like 1 video a week or once every 2 weeks. I'm not quitting YouTube. I'm not gonna go on another year-long hiatus like I've done before. It's just I just won't be as active as I am right now, which is unfortunate because I was really in the groove here. But that's what happens. But once I finish the film program and I graduate, gotta start working, get a job, start working, and hopefully I'll have like more free time to dedicate to the channel. Anyways, that's all the updates I got for you all today. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you all for subscribing and just sticking with the channel through all its ups and downs, and just watching how I've changed through the last few years. With that being said, that's all I got for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys in my next History of Giant Monsters video, which should come out in the next few days, hopefully before I leave for G-Fest. But yeah, until next time, take care now.